Hello guys, today I'm interviewing Kaisy Khademi. He's got 8 wins, 1 defeat, 2 draws. Well, really he should have 10 wins because he's got robbed completely. It was last weekend, was it, where you got robbed against iJazz for the...
Yeah, my man. First of all, I want to thank you, Sam, for having me. You're great. You're a great young talent, and I'm happy to be part of your program. And again, thanks for having me. Yeah, I mean, we boxed 3 times in a row, and anyone that knows their boxing or that's become a world champion that has a lot of success in their boxing career, they all had me winning, to be honest, because they know boxing. Boxing is about getting hit, and hitting and not getting hit, and that's what the last few fights been about, to be honest. And the last fight, that was the main game plan, to go and hit and not get hit at all. And that's what boxing is an art. First of all, I want to say boxing is an art, and the art is about showboating, showing how to defend a punch or move around and then land you punches after. And that's what we was doing. And we thought we had the full. I was very confident, and even though that point being deducted from me, I thought I was ahead. That's how I was like, no way can they rob me this fight. No way. Like, I was like, and then again, and it came out true. So I guess, like, I don't know, like, I was just very, very angry, very emotional after the fight, because I worked so hard for this. And, I had a great trainer, Richard Sawyer. We came up with a great plan. He said, you know what, let's go and box. And we did, but unfortunate to get that decision.
Yeah. I don't understand why they deducted a point off you.
Yeah, me too. I mean, honestly, look, if you watch Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather, anyone, look, style makes fight. And as you know, not this fight, the second fight between me and iJazz, when I did wanted to fight him, and when I was letting him get close up, I had a clash of head. I was getting headbutt all over my face, and I had bruises and I had cuts. And so my coach was like, why get that punishment? Why let him come close to you? So that was the whole point of us, to, as soon as he does come close, we hold him until the referee separates us. It's not like I'm holding after the referee said, let go. That's what the referee's job is, to separate you. Once you hold, you separate you, and then you carry on doing what you need to do. That was the whole plan. And I don't know why, it's crazy. I don't know if that referee got paid for that, to do them a favor or what, but I just don't know, man.
Yeah. I had you up by 3 rounds, maybe 4.
Yeah, I mean, I was, like I said, I was very confident. Although my point being a point being deducted off me, I was still very confident that I won that fight. I mean, I was like, in no way would I get robbed. Like, I mean, very convincingly. Yeah, he landed a few shots, but overall, I was landing a lot more. I was making him miss, and I said to on a press conference, I said, I'm going to make him dance with the stars, and I did. I made him dance, and I was smiling. I was having fun. At no point I was hurt. That was it, and I came up with no cut, no bruise, nothing. There was one headbutt that was, when we got close up, I hit off side of his head, hit me here, and had a little bruise here, but that's about it. Nothing else, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought you were. When it got announced, I don't know why he got mad, didn't he? Got very mad.
He didn't go mad. I think it was overacting. Him and his team knew he lost. His team was very quiet. They never jumped around. If you compare the last 2 fights, because the fight was close, the last 2 fights. Don't get me wrong, the rounds were close. The last 2 fights, the round was close. But I won it. I edged it in the last 2 fights, but the round was close. So, they had obviously their team hoping to pull it off with the decision. And but this fight, even his team didn't jump like that, I understand one of his team, but other than that, not the main manager, I forgot his name, the big guy, him and his, sorry?
Was it Paul his manager, Errol Johnson?
Yeah, Errol Johnson, I think, is his manager. You see, Errol Johnson was excited. So was the other, what's his name, Paul. They weren't excited as the last 2 fights. They knew that, they lost, and he knew as well. So he overreacted. He pulled out another, I would say, Amber Heard acting. But it was like, you could see, he was overreacting, overacting there, trying to be upset. But I was just, to be honest, and And I said in the press conference, regardless of what the outcome is, I want to move on because my last few fights been with him. I'd rather move on. If we do meet up, we do meet up somewhere in a bigger stage, I guess. But I don't think, to be honest, I don't think he'll get to that bigger stage because style makes fight, I believe. Style makes fight. And the only style in UK and Britain that has given me trouble is Edge is because his work rate is a bit higher, far higher than anyone else in UK. And that's what makes the fight harder for me because my style is about moving and dancing and punching, but just he's a bit over. His work rate is a bit too much for me to make that move faster and counter faster. But with someone else a bit slow pace, I would do that all night. But him fighting a slow pace such as Thomas, is it Sombo?
Yeah.
Or Marcel Braithwaite, I think he will have trouble against them more than me compared to me because they will actually give him a fight and they carry that little more power than I do. So that will give them the edge for someone like them. And there's a lot of fighters out there that, like I said, Simon's fight and some good fighters out there that will give him trouble. So I don't think he can, like I said, his style just clicked on me and, I guess he took titles, but I don't think he can take any other more title than these, and unless he's finding the same journey before me he fought. That he dropped one of them and beat one of them. And that's what gave them the hope that he's gonna knock me out. And I was like, knocking on that. I don't care what kind of punch you land on me, and you have landed. He landed like the most cleanly shot. If I have landed the same clean shot that he did, I'll hurt him. But because the reason is with me is I move around, so I can't see all my punches like as much as he does. So he's landed some very clean shot against me, and it still hasn't hurt me at all. And I don't know how he come out saying that he would knock me out. Maybe his game plan to get into my head, but it's not a good game plan. He didn't get to my head at all, so wasn't worried.
He had all the benefits going into that fight because you had an injury, an ACL, and he had two more fights as well beforehand.
100%. Like I said, I came off an injury. We was meant to fight in August last year on Linden Offer 2 versus Anthony Yards.
You mean December?
December, sorry, yeah, that's it. There you go. You corrected me there. Yes, December, we was meant to fight, and the fight got cancelled due to my injury. And at the end of December, I think it was 23rd of December, I had an operation, or 23rd, I think it was. I had an operation and I had an ACL, and they told me that within 6-7 months, you were able to get back to training. So forget about you fighting, then you get back in training. And, it was about 5 months, past my injury, and I had my fight, then the third fight. So maybe his team thought that I'm not going to be moving like how I was in the last 2 fights. So maybe I'm going to be sitting there and he's going to, maybe that's what they said. And then also he had 2 warm-up fight, and we tried to get warm-up fight, we couldn't. And even during the warm-up fight, my leg was not fully stable. So maybe it happened for a reason. The warm-up fight, we couldn't get the right opponent at that time. We couldn't get any of Yeah, of that one. Our opponent was changing and all of that, and I become ill as well. And it didn't work out. But the knee wasn't fully. My knee was giving way. It gave a couple of times weight in sparring, so it wasn't fully stable as well. But we still wanted to get one more fight before we go into the rematch. But it was unfortunate we couldn't get that. So it was like, it was no proper confidence behind my back to say that I'm going to go in rematch. I'm going to 100% win. But I had the confidence in my team. I had the confidence in my coach. I had the confidence about the game plan, and that's what I thought. As long as I execute that, I will still get the win, because he's not a boxer. He's just a one-dimensional fighter. He can't change his style. With me, I can, as you can tell from the second fight, if I really wanted to push the gear forward, I couldn't. I can, and I did that in the second fight in the first round. But the reason we had to pull back from that game plan was because we had the cut first round. So I was like, if I carry on fighting, I'll get more cuts, and the referee might stop the fight because of the cut. So that's why we pulled back into boxing in the second fight. So the plan changed, and things wasn't going the right way. But this fight was a one solid game plan, just to go there, box him, and make him miss and make him dance all night, and just get him angry, get his head. And that's what I was doing. I was laughing at him, I was smiling at him, and he was just getting to his head. He was so desperate, and he was still missing. He was punching air. So
yeah, and even when he managed to hit you, you countered his shots.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I was never hurt at no thing, and I wasn't even tired. I could have done maybe 10 more rounds straight away after that. I wasn't tired. I say if there was a 5 more round I would probably even stopped him because he was running out of gas, chasing me and he was punching the air. But if this fight was in America, I would have won that easy, very easy. All judges would have given to me because in America it's all about skills and you know and the art of boxing and I displayed that on a rematch on our last fight. So I don't know how the judges see it. The judges, you know, these judges in UK, they favor forward fighters, but it's not good because when they forward fighter does go to America and does get a chance to fight all the time, they get outboxed or they get battered. You only got a few boxers that manages to maintain their boxing skill and you know go there and can become victorious. But that's what the judges and the in UK, the British World Boxing, that's what they're trying to push for the forward style. They shouldn't. The forward style is not good for the health of a boxer and for the future of a boxer. So they should convince, mainly for a boxer to survive in this game for a long period of time, they should convince boxers to, you know, display the art of boxing, which is hit and not get hit.
Yeah. And I don't know how Howard Foster scored it 112-115 to him.
Yeah, I don't know as well. I don't know, but he's probably got paid by Aerospace or something because I don't know what happened. Maybe his eye is not working. I don't know. I mean, like I said, these guys don't even experience. They just got this certificate of becoming a judge. Is Howard Foster even a professional boxer? Was he a professional boxer? I don't know. I don't think he was a professional. I've never heard of his name. But again, someone like the judge, you know, the people that was watching the world champion that was watching it and was there as a commentator, such as Carl Frampton and Anthony Corral, I think it was. They had me winning, you know,
yeah,
and that says it all.
Had you up.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. And the same as even the first fight, someone like Josh Taylor, who was undisputed world champion, he had me up because he knows the true art of boxing. And like the judges are coming out in retirement from their previous work, I don't know what they're doing, an office work or council work, whatever they were doing, or ex-policeman, and they come in to judge boxing that they've never boxed in their life. And I don't know. And sometimes I get surprised by the way they judge. So it's crazy. They need to fix that up. I think they should do a pre-training before going to judge someone's fight, because giving a wrong decision can destroy a fighter's life. You know, don't get me wrong. Josh Taylor versus Jack Carroll, same thing happened. I thought as well. It was a very close fight. Don't get me wrong, very very close fight. But Jack Carroll, I thought, edged it because of the amount of punches he landed. The skill was there.
You know, robbery for Carroll.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It was crazy, and they shouldn't do that. You know. Although I was favoring Josh Taylor to win, but I knew he lost that fight. So because I've seen boxing, I know what boxing is about, and to be honest, that's what it is. But that chapter, I guess, finished between me and him. We look at to come out in August hopefully and fight again for another title. And if we can meet, if we can fight for the British against someone else, then that's fine. Because he don't want to fight as well. He want to move on as well.
What, against Thomas Asumba? Because it's been ordered that Asumba will fight Scott Allen for the title.
What, for the British?
Yeah, well, that's what Scott Allen said. It's been rumoured.
Oh, wow.
But maybe you can get your shot again.
I'll get my shot. Yeah, against the winner. I think that would make sense for me, to be honest. I think I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got a lot of respect for them. They're great fighters out there. But I think boxing skill-wise, I can outpoint them both and get the win against them.
Last night.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got his first stoppage.
Okay. Who?
I'm not sure who Scott Allen was against, but he got a 5th round stoppage.
Okay. Maybe a journeyman. Maybe like someone like who the person Ajax for. I mean, he can't knock out. He can't knock out a fly, but then his team brings him someone with 40 losses and 0 win, and then paid to get knocked out to just boost their confidence up. But other than that, I don't think.
You were rumored to fight someone who was 11-2 at first. I heard.
Yeah.
He was definitely on the 22nd. You were meant to fight him, and he was gonna come to win. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do. I like to fight. I mean, like I said, when I fought Ajax, I came off. I was very emotional. I lost my mom 3 to 4 months prior to that fight, so I was emotionally not stable.
Which number fight? The third one?
The first fight. The first one.
Oh, the first one.
It was during lockdown, so yeah, I lost my mom, and I was a bit emotional, and obviously because it was the 3-4 fight was cancelled between me and Edge due to pandemic. I just wanted to change an opponent, but my team couldn't deliver that at all. It was like, you have to take this fight, and I wasn't training when I came to that fight because I was training like 3 weeks to that fight, to be honest, because I was off, and family was around me because I was emotional, lost my mom and all that, but we still took the fight. I didn't care about it, and it happened, And that I took my first loss, and draw. Now I just want to move on forward, and and get back on my toe, get back on my winning ways, and still have aim on the same goal, become a British champion or world champion, and I'll get 100% as long as my confidence is 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm back on winning. I'm back in winning ways, and I'll be unstoppable, hopefully.
Yeah, because I think Howard Foster was a judge against Ejaz as well the first time.
Okay, the first time he was like, he was.
He gave it a draw.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
Gave it a draw, Howard Foster.
The first time, and then
isn't it, bro?
I don't know what he was looking at. Where do you go from here? Are you going down to Southern area, or are you staying around British?
No, the Southern area is not for me. I can get that easy. I'm not in the Southern area level. I'm above that level. Like I said, I'm at the British level. And I'm definitely looking either to put my hand on British or another European or international title that is out there. I'm at that level. I'm not going to look to go downward. And the moment I look downward, I'll be dragged downward. So, no, I'm looking for next fight, hopefully, again, the 10 round or 12 rounder. I'm not looking to go below the 10 or 12 rounder anyway.
Yeah.
I've done it in the past few fights, done a 10, 12, 12. So there's no point in me doing a 4 round and a 6 round and an 8 round just to get a winning record like the others have. Like, I'm not like that. I'm about to carry on putting myself in test, but just doing a smarter way, pick up the right styles based on my style, and then slowly get. But once we're back on winning ways, we call out whoever the winner is for the British title. Or if it's vacate, we put a name in. And then if you can get a chance for world title, then we go for the world title. But I'm just I'm over the emotional part of my life where the last 2 fights pride. Before this, I was a bit emotional. I was emotional and angry because it was this over that. So I'm looking to forward and carry on building my record up and going towards the goals that I have and the dreams that I have. So,
who do you think wins, Jack Hughes or Paul Roberts in July, the rematch?
Honestly, I like Jack Hughes because can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. So I said, I like Jack Hughes because he's been in my camp. We've been teammates together, and he's training with one of my good friends, Duffy. I would like Jack to win. I hope he pulls it off, but they have their own levels, and Southern area I'm not at that level. So but I would definitely want Jack to win. I would like Jack to win. That's his dream to get that title. So I hope he pulls it off.
Yeah. Were you at the first fight?
I was there, to be honest. I got very late. I watched a few rounds towards the end, and then I had to go because I had another meeting somewhere else, and I think I was just to be honest.
Oh, because I saw you sparred with Jordan Perkis and Alfie Clegg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Perkins is a good fighter, another prospect that is coming up. They're all, like I said, they're all coming to build up their records up.
Yeah.
They go fighters. They both go fighters, and they're both building up their record up, and definitely we'll see them getting somewhere in the future. They're good talents. They helped me through them in my last fight camp. So I'll do them the same favor. I'll help them out whenever they need for sparring.
Yeah, because I think Jordan's got a fight date soon.
Yeah, I think Jordan's fighting in July 1st, I'm thinking. So he'll put it off. He'll win that. Yeah, they're good fighters. They're good fighters. They're still learning, still building up their record. but they're good fighters. I think they can get titles, you know.
Yeah, because Jordan wants the winner of Paul Roberts v Hughes.
Oh, I think, to be honest, look, I like Jack and all that, but I think Jordan will beat both of them.
What, by stoppage?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think by stoppage. He's, I don't know. He's got good work rate. He's got a decent work rate. But I don't know, to be honest. I don't think he's got that power to knock them out. He ain't got that power to knock them, but his work rate can make an effect. Maybe he's a good fighter. It all depends what plan he's got. Remember, us fighters.
Do you think Clegg's at that level yet or not yet?
We look at the style, and then based on that style, we go for it. But if he doesn't, we don't chase it like that. I think it's the wrong move for a fighter to go chase a knockout. Then you can get knocked out yourself. Unless you're a big puncher, but you still don't plan to knock out the guy. You just go with the plan, and if the knockout comes, then you take advantage of that.
Yeah. Who do you think wins the rematch? AJ v Alexander Usyk?
And obviously, I like AJ because he's from here, and I've always liked him. I've always been a big fan of him. I think I would like AJ to win, but it's going to be a tough fight. It depends. What's the game plan for AJ? If AJ becomes bigger than the last time, becomes really bigger than last time, and fights him, AJ will win. Beat himself
by knockout.
Yeah, that's the only way he can win. He can't win on points against.
He can't outbox Usyk.
Yeah, you can't. No way. And the only way he can, like I said, win that is him being himself, become bigger bigger than ever, and just bullies Usyk. That's it. If he tries to box Usyk will win all night. Therefore, 100 times like that, Usyk will win because Usyk's boxing skills are on a different level. But Anthony Joshua is a powerful man, and he carries big guns on him, and all he needs to do is put on that extra weight, come in heavy than the last time, very heavy than last time, and land a big shot, and you eventually within round 5-6 you hurt Usyk and you take him out, I think.
And then do you want AJ to fight Tyson Fury?
Definitely, I think that's the fight. The best domestic fight ever. I think, to be honest, having Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight, both from UK, I think it'd be the best. It'd go down as a history as one of the best fights, to be honest. But they both have different style, and I think Tyson Fury is just with AJ because of his boxing skill and boxing ability, and the strength that he's got. The strength he's got mentally is crazy. I think that mental strength is too much for anyone. He's very strong man, mentally and physically, Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Is there any other boxers that you like watching? Like, did you watch Canelo Bivol?
Yeah, I watched Canelo before. I knew Canelo was going to lose. I like Canelo. I love Canelo too. He's a great fighter, a great boxer, too much talent. He's so much talent, but when you fought Bivol, I knew straight away. Bivol was too big, way too big for him. Like, when I spot someone very big, without even me throwing punches, I can sense that strength, and that drains me. That gets me tired just trying to find out where I should throw my punches mentally. So that's what Bivol done. Bivol is a very, very elite fighter, and that's what he did. He wasn't making that much movement, but mentally he was draining Canelo until that's what happened. Canelo couldn't beat himself.
Yeah, but I reckon Canelo in the third fight with Triple G, I reckon Canelo will stop him.
Stop Triple G?
Yeah.
I think Triple G's getting older. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what way they're fighting. I mean, Canelo's strong. He's been fighting big guys.
They're back at middleweight, super middleweight.
If they are, as long as Canelo's got his punching combination how he used to have it, Canelo will win. Other than that, because he's been up so much that he's become a single puncher, right? And if he keeps the weight that he was at, and he keeps that same combination punches and then single punches, I think he'll lose, because someone like Juju was too fast for him at that stage. But
So
then
who are
again,
you
Gigi's.
backing? So who are you
So
backing?
I don't know. It's gonna be a good fight. I like both of them, to be honest. I like Gigi because it's so much. He's a very high pedigree boxer, you know, and so is Canelo. And it's just you don't know which one's gonna turn up. It's still, you know, if it's an old version of Gigi that turns up, I think Gigi will probably get stopped. You know, but if it's the same Gigi as the previous fights, comes in smart, you know, comes in careful and knows what he's doing, I think he might pull it off by points.
Yeah. And my last question for you is, who do you want Bivol to fight next?
Bivol to fight next, you know. I like him to fight. What is he? What is he?
He's
there?
light heavy.
Like heavy. Who's there? I like him to fight Lawrence Okoli, to be honest. That's a good fight. They're both young. Yeah.
Or Joshua Buatsi.
Joshua Buatsi, I think, is still. Joshua Buatsi.
I think Buatsi's better than no, because Okoli's a cruiserweight, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a cruiserweight. Yeah, he's a cruiserweight, but
he could drop down for that fight.
He could drop down.
Or Biv will go down to super middle to rematch Canelo after the Triple G.
Maybe that. What way is the thing fighting? What's his name? Smith and Fink. They fight this weekend, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they're fighting tonight. Light heavy.
Light heavy. Oh, they're light heavy. Light heavy.
So,
yeah, I'd like to see
that could fight
the
winner
of that. Yeah, but the winner of that is Anthony Yard chasing.
Oh yeah.
So I would like Yard fighting before, to be honest, be a good fight.
Yeah. I think I would prefer Buatsi to fight Bivol though, because I think Buatsi's better than Yard.
Yeah. It's a good fight. They're both good in what they do. So Buatsi is a high pedigree fighter, and Yard is a very powerful fighter, and that's what makes that two fight. You know, I would watch that. I'll pay even if I can't get a ticket for that fight. It'll be even if it's pay-per-view, I'll still pay to watch Yard versus Buatsi because that'll be an entertaining fight. That'll be a very, very good fight. But then again, I'm saying they're both good. But I would like to see, like I said, I'd like to see Bivol giving Anthony Yard a shot. Because Anthony Yard can punch. Anthony Yard can really, really punch. And he's a good friend of mine. Anthony Yard. Yeah. Arthur is a good fighter, very good boxer. But like I said, Anthony Yard is a different animal. Obviously, when he fought, what's his name?
What, and you're on the same card as you?
No, when he fought that Russian guy, forgot his name, man.
What, Anthony Yard or Linden?
And Anthony Yard.
Oh, Sergey Kolarov, was it?
Yeah, Kolarov, yeah, something like that. Yeah, him, when he fought him, I think it was just the experience and it was just the experience. Other than that, I think Yard, if Yard was, it was his first time a title shot, and it was in a complete different place. I think if Yard had a bit of experience, like world level experience, he would have stopped Kovalov. I think Kovalov is what he's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just want to say a massive thank you for your time today, Kaisy. I was gutted for you last weekend, but your time will come, mate. I promise you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on your program, man. You're a great man, and you're a great future of journalism, boxing, whatever you decide to do. But you're a great man, and honestly, I'm always there to support you, and you've always been supporting me. So, thank you. I appreciate it, honestly.
Thank you for your time, Kaisy.
Thank you for your time, my man. Take care.
Bye,
God bless.
mate.